Well, hey everybody, Coach Gary Micheloni. I want to welcome you to the October issue of Always Be Marketing, our marketing boot camp. And I got some information for you that I think you're going to find valuable. And also I have one very hot trick that I think you will want to implement in your your own marketing. So just quickly, I want you to remember that you are here because you subscribed. That's how you happen to get this video, the email that gave you this video. And never unsubscribe, because when you do, bad things happen. That's a promise. And you won't receive anything that we send, and you pay us to send you stuff. So don't unsubscribe. All right, fair warning. So now let's talk. So what we're going to do is talk about the secret, United Infrared members only, simple and easy way of posting to your blog. Okay? This is cool. This is cool. Okay, so first off, blog. What's a blog? Bring everybody up to speed. I think everybody's heard of the term blog, but what does it mean? Well, if I could describe it, I'd say it's sort of kind of like Facebook. Almost everybody out there has seen Facebook, been on Facebook, watched somebody on Facebook. Anyway, the blog's the same kind of a thing. It's a social media platform, just as Facebook and Twitter and all those others are. The difference on it, though, is that a blog, the blog we're talking about, is the blog that is actually attached to your own website. The nice thing here is that you have total control over it. You know, if you do a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I think you should, you know, I teach you guys you should post to as many social media sites as you possibly can and backlink to your website. But whatever you post on those other social media sites, you know, that is out of your control. Facebook could decide that they're tired of you, they don't like you, they could suspend or cancel your account. That stuff happens all of the time. So it's good to have your own social media stuff out there, and you do own the blog if you own the website. So now, having said that, we've talked about a blog. So what's a post? Well, the post is just what it is that you happen to write on your blog. That's all it is. Post on Facebook, post on your blog, same thing, all right? And so the question, why are they important? Well, to Google, they're important. So that should make this thing important to you. Google has a thing they call an algorithm, and it's basically a big math equation, and it rates certain things, takes things into account in terms of which website is the most important, the most relevant for any particular keyword or keyword phrase. That's why a particular page in Google might have 10 different websites on it, and then there's maybe 100 or 1,000 pages beyond that. Well, every website on every one of those pages, it's there in a mathematical position because of how Google ranks it. So back to the Google algorithm. Google puts a certain amount of value on whether or not a website has a blog. Therefore, you should have a blog. Okay. Beyond that, blogs are expected to have new content in them. For instance, you might post images from jobs that you've just completed. That's pretty neat stuff, and you can talk about them. So that's new content. It's relevant to the genre, the mission of your website, the stuff that you were trying to do. And consequently, because it's relevant, Google gives it a little higher ranking on account of that. Google also likes the idea of you being interactive with your the people who go to your site. So when you post something onto your blog, someone might comment on it, and Google and their little search box, they like that, and they rank your website a little more highly on account of that. So that's why you want to do this stuff. Now the question is, can you do it easily? And to that end, yes, that's the answer. We have a video for you. I asked my good buddy Josh Bryant, who does a lot of our internet stuff for us here at United Infrared, does most of the websites for members, that kind of a thing, and of course for the company. I asked him to create a video that showed very easily, very simple, step by step, how to post onto the blog that is a part of all of the websites that we make for our members, those who get websites through us, and then we host those websites. So there is a video that he has created, and but only members will get this. So you could be watching me talk here today, but if you aren't a current member or you haven't become a member yet, you will not be seeing the video that Josh created. Only members will get this. Current members will get this. So if you're a current member, you're going to see a link to that video of Josh's on the email, the same email that got you to this video here. So I want you to click and watch that thing. Just do it. If you're not currently a member, or you're not a member who was current or whatever, call me. I've got a special deal for you. It's one of these Coach Gary deals that no one else can offer, and we can get you connected up again, and you'll want to do that for a couple of reasons, but that's an easy way to get back in. We have a lot of information that's out there, things that can make your life tremendously easier. Tremendously easier, that's not it. I'll make you a lot easier. Let me say it that way. So that's one way that we can get you back into the fold here, if you will. So call me and we can get that to happen. Now I got this hot trick coming up that I want to show you guys, and this is some really good information. And we're talking about the backlinks on blogs, and so the question is, well, what do you do with that? Just a reminder that I'm a big fan of doing backlinks wherever you can. So it's important to do that. So every time you post onto any kind of a social media platform, and you can put an address, your domain name, as part of your signature, and it's like a hyperlink. It's got that HTTP thing, and when you hover over it, it lights up. It becomes blue. People click on it. It goes to your site. Well, that's a backlink. You want those. You want as many of those to your site as you can, and you want those on things that are relevant to your website. So if you are involved with groups of people who do infrared stuff, and there are groups of people who do that. If you're conversing with those folks, at the end of your post, you put a backlink to your website. So that's pretty clear. But what do you do when you post to your blog? How does that work? So here's the trick. So you're going to post to your blog, and the blog on your website, think about this, you don't really want to link it directly to the website. I mean, it's already there. So what do you do with that blog? How can you make that the post on your website blog more useful? Well, here's the trick. What you're going to do is you're going to link that post on your blog to a YouTube video. And with respect to YouTube videos, you should have your own YouTube channel, or at the very least, you should be doing videos, and you can post them to somebody else's YouTube channel. And the thing is, when you put a video up there, you can also, on the description of that video, you can put a link back to your own website. That's what you want to do. So you post to the blog right here, and then you go ahead and you link it to a YouTube video, and guess what? You then backlink that same YouTube video to your website. So it becomes much more useful to do this. And then this is so cool. There's a backlink from YouTube, which Google loves, because Google loves YouTube, because Google owns YouTube. So you get a backlink from YouTube to your website, to your main website. It's a very, very good thing to do. Here's kind of this is a horrible sketch here, but just to kind of give you an idea, no expense was spared, as you can see, to make this this illustration. But look, you go ahead and you post to your blog. You then link it to YouTube, and YouTube on the video that's on YouTube, in the description, you put a link on it, http://yourdomain.com. Okay, so your site, you put a link there, and that hyperlink will link to your main website. It's a cool thing. Google loves that, so you should love it, and you should do that yourself. Okay, hope that's clear. If you're not quite clear, give me a call at the office here. Last month I did a tutorial on backlinks. I think it was in September. So you should go, if you're unclear on this, pull out that video, watch it again, watch it twice if you need to, but get familiar with how it is you do backlinking. It's something that will really help your business. Okay, so let's do this. Let's change the subject here now, and I want to just very, very briefly, as we wrap up, I want to talk about this, our lead generation program. This is an update to it, just to kind of give you a little kind of a heads up on what's been going on. You know, I've been calling this thing the hitchhiking thing, but it's basically, it's a lead generation program, and it's a way for you to hitch your website to very high ranked pages on Google. So anyway, here's the deal. One of the areas that we campaign in is in Los Angeles. It's a huge area. So in downtown LA, I get a call from somebody who has needs some help with leak detection, and he found us because he was searching on terms having to deal with leak detection in the Los Angeles area. So anyway, I get a call, and the closest available tech who I could refer the call to happened to be Peter Hopkins. You know, if I had somebody else that was closer and more available, the call would have gone over there. But anyway, so Peter took it. He immediately made a phone call to these folks. So Peter, and by the way, guys, let me say this. This is a writer downer here. When a lead comes into your business, or you get a call from me or from our office about we have a lead for you, you need to almost drop everything you're doing and respond to that lead, because phone leads cool off very quickly. They're gone if you don't react to them. All right. Anyway, Peter went ahead and promptly called the property manager, or the person who had placed the phone call. Well, it turns out the person who placed the phone call was the property manager for not just his company, but all of the California state buildings. So every building that the state has, when it had any kind of an environmental issue, and this one with leaks, they were concerned about mold, it comes under this particular company. So Peter, you know, did a job for them. He's already done the work, billed it, that sort of a thing. Can you say repeat customer? This is the kind of business that we are trying to build, and this is exactly the market that we are targeting. Okay, and again, our campaign is just all about having content on page 1 of Google so that it makes your phone ring. We are in the top 59 U.S. metro areas, and by that I mean on the first page of Google for every one of these 59 plus cities. There's some of my stuff, the lead generation stuff, on every one of those pages in all 59 of those areas. So we're serious about what it is that we're doing, and it is working. We're also in 10 Canadian cities now, so be aware of that. So about 70 places right now. The keyword terms that we're seizing upon they're all variations of things having to do with infrared and camera and water and leaking and detection services, that sort of a thing, and all keyed to the local areas, like leaks in Los Angeles, water leaks in Los Angeles, that kind of a thing. That's how that works. I'll say this also, this lead campaign would be for most of the thermographers in United Infrared and our friends, they would not be for people only doing electrical, and for people who are doing electrical, this would not work, nor would it work for those who are doing equine only type things. There may be separate programs for those, but this is not it, just so you know. Okay, so what's it mean to you? Basically, you get to rent page 1 Google visibility for your business, so it's pretty cool, and it gets you that visibility for those keywords in your local area, the area where you are working. And some of these areas, guys, we're talking really large. I know you look at Los Angeles, where Peter was doing that work, there's 13 million people there. These are the top 10 cities in the U.S. right here. But even the 59th rated city in the U.S. which was Albuquerque, as I recall, and that was over 900,000 people in their metropolitan area. So, there's a lot of folks that are out there. Canada range from I think 4.5 or 5.5 million in the largest city on down to a few 100,000 by you got to city number 10 for them. But anyway, respectable numbers of people in those areas. And again, you can see how valuable that might be to you. The ease of this is pretty neat. It's a rental only thing, so there's no long-term contracts. You can do it month to month. We got campaigns that start from $49 a month. It's a huge member benefit, and if you're going to take advantage of this, you need to be a member. That's how it works. And if you want a little more information on this program, the September video talked about it a little bit as well. So let's leave that alone, and then I've got a bonus marketing tip for you from us folks here at United Infrared, and here's the tip. It's be thankful. Now, remember, already, coming up November, Thanksgiving. So here's the tip. This year, send out Thanksgiving cards. A lot of companies will send out Christmas cards. And if you've been into a business's office that gets a lot of Christmas cards, you know that there's usually a huge number of cards. Well, be the gal that sends out a Thanksgiving card. Send it out about mid-November, and you'll be about the only card out there saying, hey, thank you for being our customer, or whatever it is, but probably something like that. And they're likely to keep your card around all the way through to the end of the year with the rest of those Christmas cards that come in later. The point is, you'll get more bang for your buck. You'll be around longer. You'll be noticed more, and it won't cost you any more. So if you normally do Christmas cards, I'm going to encourage you this year, try a Thanksgiving card instead. And if you don't do any cards at all, maybe this year, try a Thanksgiving card. All right? But you will stand out if you do that. And tell me how you made out, but I think you're going to be happy that you tried it. So we're going to wrap up now. Last little bit of information for you. Next November, or this coming November, around the 20th or so of the week, we'll have the next marketing boot camp. So watch out for that video and for any other messages from United Infrared that come your way. Watch out for texts that come from me that say lead generation from Gary, call immediately. Call immediately if you get one of those texts, all right? And make sure we have a cell number for you and not just a landline office number, because we can't text to a landline phone. So bear that in mind. You guys, glad you were here, and look forward to getting together again next month. So for right now, for United Infrared, I'm Coach Gary. Let's have a great, big, huge 2015, and thanks for stopping by, everybody.